Hi guys, Rams 101 here with the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. And I know this video says the Galaxy Z Flip 5. So I'll just explain it to you quickly. This is my Z Flip 3 5G, which I've been using for some time. That would be the 4. And part of this program is that they send me out the Z Flip 4. I'll test this for, well, up until July the 26th when they do the Unpacked event from Samsung, and they'll release the 5. So upon the release of the 5, they'll take this one back from me and they'll send me out the 5, which allows me to compare the two. In the meanwhile, we'll be comparing the 3 to the 4 to see what the differences are, and hopefully I'll be uploading videos throughout to kind of show you the differences, and when we get the 5 we will go through that as well. So if you guys want any more information around that, I would say to you, like, subscribe, and contact me on Instagram, which should be up in the top corner. So definitely do watch out for the videos. In the meanwhile, let's get to it and open this bad boy up. So me personally, I've been all about the folds, and I've been fortunate enough to also have the flips. The flips definitely are, I mean, looking at the size of this, putting that in your pocket isn't a problem. And I mean, yeah, it's just a good phone, really. So I know this isn't something new. Well, most of you guys probably already got yourself one of these. But for myself, I didn't go for this upgrade. I was thinking about it for a long time. So when this came along, I was like, perfect. So that's the phone itself. Let's put that down here. Just gonna take that off. So the easiest thing to do. And there we have it. Let's put that to the side. Right. So let's look at this side by side compared to the previous one. Right, so it's got this kind of matte finish, I'd say. And that's the screen. Let's switch this on. So we will set this up and we'll be able to go through it a bit more. Just thought I'd start by showing you guys what the phone is. And if you guys are using this, I'd appreciate any comments you have, how you found the phone. It's always good to talk. Let me just skip that for now. So network connection is needed. Let me just quickly go through that. Right, so obviously the eSIMs make life a lot easier. So you could just connect that without putting a SIM in. At the moment it hasn't got a SIM in there, so we're gonna skip that. Now just get that ready and set up. I mean, in terms of the phone, and looking at the two, very slight differences in terms of the design. I mean, for me, I think you'd be hard pressed to see a difference. No, would you know? It's magnetic. We'll skip that for now. At the front, you can see that this has got a bit more of a kind of, I like the feel of this, whereas that it's a bit more flush. And then looking at the other side, I mean, they're not far away from each other, really. And even the hinges. So put that down here. We'll skip that. We'll skip that as well. We will do this in the next video. Go with Google. So obviously with your fingerprint sensor, it's on the side right here, as in with all of the previous ones. In the meanwhile, let's have a little look. So just quickly, I'd like to talk to you about Find My Mobile. If you haven't set this up, I would suggest that you do. You need a Samsung account. This will help you locate your phone, your watch, your headphones, your smart tags, all of that kind of stuff. And personally, I think it's, well, it's quite outstanding, really. I'll go for a dark theme. Right, so just going to change that to keep the brightness up a little bit. Right, so we'll allow that to get set up. And you can have a look at the silicone cover with the ring. They very nicely sent this out to me as well. So at the moment, Samsung are doing this phone for $899, and you get the free cover with it. With Samsung, you can trade in your old device, and that could be anything really. Doesn't have to be a Samsung, but nonetheless, you would get a decent amount for any Samsung phones you do have. Trading in isn't a bad thing. It helps the companies to recycle their phones, and at the same time you get a nice little discount for it, and it tends to be around market value, if not higher. So if you are looking to upgrade, then it might not be a bad time, or maybe you want to wait for the new one. I think the new one, from what I'm hearing around Samsung, is that it will be a thinner hinge. And personally, I'm really looking forward to it. The Fold definitely is showing quite a lot of promise. I mean, the hinges, as you can see here, they protrude a little bit, and you can see that there's a bit of a gap right there. So with the new devices, I believe you won't have that gap, and you won't have such a big hinge. So only time will tell. This is the cover. Just going to peel them off. And plug it straight on. Right, I should have slotted that into the other side, really, isn't it? My bad. And that's it. Kind of like that. Looking forward to seeing what this phone can actually do. I've heard quite a bit about it. Let's let that reset. And I mean, this one I have been using for quite some time. I'm just going to put the leather cover back on. And it doesn't disappoint. I mean, just it being compact is quite something different. And it's always the same thing. When you come forward with a phone like this and you flip it open, and obviously Samsung's the first to do so. And in that kind of right, most people are not ready for these devices. So when you're flipping and you're folding, most people are like, I didn't realize. Samsung in itself, the way they are as a company, what they do, I think the customer service is outstanding. They always deal with my issues and queries professionally. And I'm not just saying that because, I mean, obviously, this whole thing, Samsung's been away from me. So the Fold, I've got the Tab 8 Ultra, and it's always been like that for me. And if you are a Samsung user, you're very unlikely to move to something different. And they do kind of come out with the new ideas, which makes the company outstanding. So what I will say to you, if you guys do want to kind of know a bit more about this and need some information or guidance for that matter about how to get onto a promotion like this, I'd say to you, like, subscribe, and contact me on Instagram. In the meanwhile, I will be posting my findings, and I'll share those videos with you. And when the time comes, the Unpacked is, oh sorry, the Unpacked event is on the 26th of July. They brought that forward. So tune in. If you haven't signed up, I would say to you, sign up, because you get automatically a 10-15% discount for signing up to the Unpacked itself. And like I said, look at trade-ins. It's not a bad idea. So all the best. Rams 101 out, and I will be with you in a couple of days.